Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Brown Dust video. Alright, so today we're gonna talk about co-op raid, specifically the hard raid for Patan Wizard Patan. So a bunch of you has been asking me to try to do a guide for specifically co-op raid, and I've been getting harassed to actually open up a channel specifically just for co-op raid at my Discord channel. So I might do that right after the video. So if you guys want to join in the Discord server, links will be in the description. If you can't find your guild members to do a co-op raid with you, you might be able to find some other members in the similar server who are looking for party members to try and tackle the raid boss. Alright, so let's jump into it. I'm basically going to explain my formation and what are the key mercenaries that you actually need in the formation featured. Okay, so let's just create a party. I'm not going to put any password. I'm not going to attack this boss. Alright, this is just going to be me talking about the mercenaries that I use. Alright, so here you can see my exclusive formation. I've been hiding it as a secret, so now I'm exposing it to you guys. It's not much of a secret, so I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar with the Wizard Patan's formation by now. There's a few different variations. There are some that use arch, and there are some that use wiggles and things like that, but mine is a little bit different, so I'm going to explain them in detail. So hopefully you guys be smart, try to find a replacement for each of them. Okay, so first couple of things. Key characters. You need Barbara. Alright, you need Barbara for this particular strategy. Barbara is going to one-shot all of these corrupted knights. The reason why is Barbara has this skill which deals additional damage based on the reflective counter ability that the opponent has. So all of these corrupted knights, they have this reflective counter skill. Not this one, I think it's this one, reflective counter. So if they have reflective counter, the Barbara skill is going to deal insane amount of damage, and you need Seer. Alright, so Seer might be able to be replaced with Hell, I'm not too sure, but Seer is just so good right here, at least +9. And of course Diomaron. Alright, so Diomaron does two things for me. Diomaron has reflective counter, right? And this reflective counter deals insane decomposition damage. My Diomaron has 2 rage runes, so when the boss hits him on wave 2, if the boss does hit him, most of the time the boss will, so he's going to basically reflect counter and the boss is going to die from this decomposition. This is going to deal an insane amount of damage. Okay, so we're starting off with Mary first, you can see. So Mary's job is to provide as much crit rate and crit damage as possible. My Mary is at +0. You can do it with a +0. You don't even need to awaken her. I think a +0 will do just fine. If you don't have Mary, someone that gives crit rate, preferably crit rate and crit damage. This to increase my Barbara and Gunter's crit rate. Alright, and then followed by Kiwik. Kiwik is going to buff Anais, right? So basically Kiwik's role is to buff both Gunter and Diomaron. So what Kiwik does is he gives the crit damage needed, hopefully, and some amount of crit rate to both Gunter and Diomaron. If you do not have Kiwik, you can replace Kiwik with Naresa, that will work as well. So Anais at number 3, just to buff the rest. So Anais is quite important because of the ability to have the debuff immunity. So she gives debuff immunity to both Barbara and Gunter. So you will notice later on, Barbara and Gunter, whenever you hit these corrupted knights, you will get some sort of stigma, this particular skill right here. And you will see Barbara and Gunter hitting the opponent and not getting any of the stigma. So that's why you want the debuff immunity. If they get stigma, they will die. Alright, so Diomaron will receive 2 stigma. If you follow this strategy accordingly, he will receive 2 stigma. And he should be able to live. I don't have any vital runes on him. He's awakened, +3, but no vital runes. So he should be able to live if you have Seer and Diomaron. They both work. You know, they are both in the same set effect. Both of them will get the 10% HP bonus. Okay, so after the buff from Anais, we will have Ceres moving next. Ceres will buff Barbara and Gunter and Diomaron. Hopefully give them as much crit rate as possible. So yeah, the strategy here is, and then Barbara hits next, and then we have Gunter buffed by Veronia. So if you don't have Veronia, another supporter could work as well. I think Venaka can actually do the same. You don't really need yeah, you don't really need Veronia anymore since Gunter already has the debuff immunity from Anais. So yeah, Veronia can be replaced with anyone else, but just make sure you have a good supporter that actually gives lots of buffs. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to swap Veronia with Venaka because I don't see the reason why I'm using Veronia right here. So I do think that Venaka would be better for both Gunter and Diomaron, just to boost the crit damage even more. Alright, so we're gonna do this. But okay, so whenever you go into co-op raid, if you don't hit any of the enemies, just press the refresh button at the bottom right here. Click the refresh. So look at that. Somebody already hit the enemies. So this particular strategy is quite particular in terms of you can't have some of these troops die. If it dies, it's going to screw up all of your formation. So I'm going to exit. Unfortunately, whoever that is, I'm sorry for you. You should have waited for me to hit first. So yeah, my particular strategy requires me to be the first one to attack first. So if someone attacks first, it's going to screw up the turn order, and sometimes it's going to fail. Alright, so let's do it again. I'm going to start off the battle immediately. Alright, so observe the turn order. I'm going to try and slow it down so you guys can observe it properly. Turn 1. So Seer will get hit right there. Alright, so the buff goes. So this is basically just to chain as much buffs as you can. So Barbara should be able to one-shot 2 of these knights right here. I have a +0 Barbara, and then from this point Seer will be taunting. Alright, so Gunter goes next. Okay, Gunter basically get rid of all the opponent right here. Notice Diomaron received the stigma right there. Notice there's a skeleton, small skeleton on top of his head. He's going to receive 2 stigmas, and he should still live with barely a little bit of HP. Alright, so do keep that in mind. Okay, so far so good. All the opponents are redirecting the hits towards there. That is good. So Diomaron received 1 more stigma, I believe. Okay, so Venaka is better because it gives Diomaron some healing. Now that I think of it, yeah, if you don't have... you don't really need Venaka, but just give Gunter as much buff as you can. But now that I think of it, Venaka is better because if you don't have Venaka, Diomaron will receive damage from the stigma. Okay, same thing goes here. So let's hover over to Barbara. This is how much crit rate, 100% crit rate and 260% crit damage. So Gunter has 84% crit rate. Diomaron has 89%. Okay, so look at this. The boss is going to hit everyone. Look at this. Boop. Okay, everybody died. But look at the boss. He's dying from the decomposition. Okay, this is not an ideal scenario. The problem with this strat is it is inconsistent, but usually I'm able to get at least up to 95% minimum. Alright, so I think this is the minimum one. So let me try and show one more scenario. Hopefully I will do better this time. So usually if I don't put any password, it will get attacked immediately. Whoever that is, he's quite lucky. Elias, and you got the 5-star one. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, so basically just same thing, everything. Have everyone charge up. Barbara goes first. Hopefully kill the first 2 lines. Okay, nice one. And then Seer taunts. Hopefully attract as many warriors as she can. Go in with Gunter. Pretty consistent so far, I think. For the wave 1, usually there's no problem. Oh, the decomposition is gonna deal a lot. Go Barbara, poop. 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 Easy. Wave 2. Okay, so this is the hard one. Ideally, give Seer 2 vital runes because this boss actually deals fixed additional damage. So you want to have 2 vital runes on Seer. But I think 1 shield doesn't really matter much. Alright, let's see if I can survive right here. Okay. So Gunter jumps in. Okay. Let's see if the boss attack can do anything to me. Oh! Oh, Seer survived with a slight HP right there. Look at that. Alright, so this is 100% for sure. Consistency right here. Consistency is king. Boop. So as long as Seer survive pretty much from this point onwards, the minions can't do anything. They'll just slowly die to Seer's stigma, I believe. And that's how you do it. Okay, so 100%. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys understood the concept behind the co-op raid for Patan. Basically just try to have Seer survive right there. Diomaron gives some decomposition towards the boss. So a couple of these mercenaries, you can definitely replace them. For example, Mary. If you don't have Mary, I do think a Hyun wall could work as well. But you would want to at least 6 stars her. Ideally, when you go hard rate, you would want the maximum amount of support boost that they will give. Kiwik can be replaced with Narisa if you don't have him. Venaka can be replaced with, I don't know, maybe Michaela or any other strong supporters that you have. So Barbara is a must, Seer is a must, do keep that in mind. So as always, if you want to join the co-op raid for my Discord channel, and if you are looking for members to basically do it with you, feel free to join it. Links will be in the description below. As always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.